Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to The Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a daily reading update. It is the 27th of January, I think. My Fitbit just died on me, so I'm not absolutely certain of the date, but it is Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. So I just finished a live show that I did with Steve Donahue. That was a whole fiasco because both of my laptops decided at the same time to stop working. So that was fun. Sorry if you see the tree. Yes, I've got the lights are kind of like changing color. I think it's pretty. Sorry if it's distracting to you guys. So it's been a little while since I've talked to you. I can't remember when I did my last one of these videos, but it's been a bit of a week. And I'm super glad I took the week for, to kind of just relax. So on Monday, I had a doctor's appointment downtown, so I had to be down there super early. And everything was fine. It was my other cardiologist. I have several of them. I have an embarrassment of riches in terms of cardiologists. But she hadn't seen me in a while, and she's kind of dealing with the day-to-day cardiology, whereas my other doctor is like dealing with the heart failure stuff side of it. So she's really happy with my progress. She says my numbers are actually better, like in terms of my blood work numbers, are actually better than they were last January. So the weight loss, the exercise, the better eating. It's not perfect, but the better eating. I think those things are all making a big difference. So that's a great thing. She doesn't want to see me for another 6 months, but you know, I do have other appointments and stuff like that still. So it's not like we're not out of the woods. And, you know, like I said the last time, we're still eventually on the same path. It's how long is it going to take to get there? And I'm hoping to stretch it out as long as possible. So yeah. So that was on Monday. On Tuesday, and work has been busy all week to boot. On Tuesday, when I left work, we got a snowstorm. So it took me almost 2 hours to get home from work that night. I left at 5 o'clock and I didn't get home till about 6:45. So it was a long travel home, very slow with the snow and the other drivers, and nothing had happened. The roads hadn't been salted, still snowing. And I just, again, like I had a busy Monday, and then on Tuesday I wanted to come home and just relax, and I didn't get home till super late. By the time I had dinner, all the things. On Wednesday, I had to drive downtown again for another doctor's appointment. Not an appointment. I had to have a test done. I just had to have an ultrasound done. But it was to a hospital that I hadn't been to. They're all part of the same, it's the University Health Network. You know, my hospital, they're all part in partnership with all these other hospitals. So like if you need a test done, they'll like, okay, this hospital has availability, go there. And that's what you kind of do. And that's what I did. But again, it was an area of town I had never been to. I didn't know where to park, and that makes me anxious. And you know, and again, I said this before, I do not like my routine being changed. And like all so far this week, my routine was off. Went down, had this appointment. I didn't get home till almost 9 o'clock at night. I was exhausted. So finally on Thursday, I'm like, finally, I can come home on Thursday. I can film a video that I wanted to go up on Friday. And, you know, I can relax and enjoy. And I came home, and 20 minutes after I walked in the door, we lost power. It wasn't for a super long time. It was like 2.5 hours, I think. When the power went on, my husband yelled from downstairs, "Everybody charge your phones!" So I didn't get to film the video that night. I still haven't filmed it. And then last night, I was supposed to go out for dinner with coworkers, and I just said I was done. Like, I just needed a night to relax, which is exactly what I did last night. I came home, and I sat and put my feet up, and I relaxed, and it was super, super awesome. So today I did the live show with Steve, which is great. This video is also going to go up today, obviously. And then tomorrow I'm filming a couple of videos. One is going to go up tomorrow. It's the one I wanted to go up on Friday, but I'm going to do it tomorrow and put it up tomorrow. And that is my Serious About series list for 2024. And then I'm also going to film my February TBR. That is going to go up later next week. So stay tuned for that. Reading wise, guys, not the greatest of reading weeks. Again, my routine has been off, but I did finish reading a couple books. I'm going to talk about, I do plan on doing a weekend review. I have not done one at all this year, I don't think, or did I just do one? I just did one, and I haven't done one the last couple of weeks, but I want to talk about the books that I've actually finished. So I did finish reading Cowboys Rescue by Marie Farinella. This is the first book in the Colton 911 series, and I gave it 3 stars. A couple things in this kind of bothered me. Overall, it was a good story, but just a couple things kind of irked me. And then just this morning, I finished reading Deadly Intent by Carolyn Keene, which is the second book in the Nancy Drew Files series. And this one, I think I gave a 4-star to. So yeah, so that is that. what am I currently reading? I've actually got 2 books on the go right now. I was just in the mood to pick up a second book and kind of flip back and forth. I'm not listening to audio. I haven't listened to audio for it's been a number of weeks since I listened to it. I started listening to the Always the Best Man book. No, it was last week. But I had put it down over the weekend and I never picked it back up this week. And I just returned it to Hoopla and I just removed it, and I'm not that I'm not enjoying the book. I do want to read the book, but I just haven't been in the mood for any audio. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts this week, a lot of podcasts, which has been kind of nice. And I found a gem of one. For those of you, this is not everybody's interest, but I kind of sort of love it. Who watch late night or who like the late night hosts. There's a podcast that was called Strike Force 5. There's only 12 episodes, and they did it over the writer's strike over the summer. And it is Seth Meyers, Jimmy Kimmel, not a fan, huge fan of Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, don't mind Fallon, he's whatever, John Oliver, who I absolutely adore, and, Stephen Colbert. So the 5 of us do this podcast, and they're just kind of talking about their histories and what it's like working in late night and all these things. And they're really entertaining to listen to. I just finished episode number 5, and it was about their spouses. And I have to say, I've never laughed so hard at some of the things. Like, everybody says that's the best episode. So if you're not, and you just try episode 5. You don't have to listen to anything else before it. Every episode is completely separate, but so I've been listening to that all week, right? Which has been great. So anyway, back to the reading. So I am about 25% of the way through Dangerous Ranch, A Threat by Karen Kirst. This is a love-inspired suspense novel about a woman being tracked by a serial killer. I'm liking it. Like I said, I'm about a quarter of the way through it. I'm really, really hoping for some good reading this weekend. Really hoping. I mean, I finished the Nancy Drew book, which is great. Let's hope I can get some more read in both that book and this one. I am reading a medical romance, A Therapy Pup to Reunite Them, by Luana de Rosa. And this is about a woman who trains service dogs to not to detect, but what to do in the event of a seizure. And it is a second chance romance with her and her high school sweetheart. Both of them are neurosurgeon doctors. I don't know if she's a surgeon. Both of them are in neurology. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, so I'm about already 20% of the way through this one. I've only read a couple chapters. These are longer chapters, but I am really enjoying it so far. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that's it. I have rambled on in this video. How have you guys been? I'm so thankful that next week we get to be back to a more normal schedule. I do have another doctor's appointment next week. On Thursday, I have to go in the morning down to the hospital for a cardiac CT scan, which is one of the ones that you go into the machine, and it's very claustrophobic, and already I'm getting anxious. But I know the last time I had one years ago, I was actually prescribed a small sedative to do it, and I didn't really notice a difference between taking it and not taking it, other than because I had a sedative, I had to have somebody drive me there and back. And I don't want to do that. I do have to go back to work because it's the first of the month and all that stuff. So I opted out of it this time. I'm like, no, I didn't really notice a difference. So, because they gave me such a mild one, I guess they want to be careful. So I just said, no, let's just get it done. You know, one of those, just close your eyes, get the test done, and go home or go back to work. But yeah, so anyway, guys, that's all I have next week. But yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow in one of these videos. Plus, like I said, I will also be filming my SAS video, and you guys will see that tomorrow as well. So until my next one, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.